Greetings, John Kielec here, and I'm the owner admin of the Daily Net Pay and private trade shares. And I'm doing the Friday for the weekend, February 15th, the DNP private trade shares live real trading and all the trades that were done for the past week since last Monday, from 11th of February to today. So anyways, first of all, I'm just going to give you the outcome of, a little bit about the trades and which ones we were doing or I was doing. Okay, first of all, I'm going to tell you this about British pound again and Japanese yen. All right, we have made some awesome profits last week. And we basically followed this trend up over here. Okay, just let me enlarge this a bit. Okay, this is where the trend is up here, and we broke this, then we followed that, and all of a sudden the market broke down. Okay, so it went down for the prices down. So we're following that. Another thing that we have followed, or I've been following, is the British pound and against Japanese yen. And same thing in here. It was like a channel up and down, and it broke up over here. Then all of a sudden over here, the market broke way down. Now it's on the way up. And next week, more likely, the Japanese yen will be going up. Okay. Another thing, well, there's a few more other markets that I follow, but these two are the major ones. Okay, so what we have done with British pound and New Zealand dollar, same thing. We have, small trades. We have a lot of small trades because, like I say, this week, we have finalized everything with Daily Net Pay, private trade share, tracking system, all other functions in Daily Net Pay, and that's, my programmer is working. Andy from Australia did a great job, but also I have tons of work with it too. So I just want to get everything completed so we can link with revenue from advertising, and I can really concentrate on trading. But we are profiting and making good progress. And anyways, the New Zealand, we have some small trades in here. You can see the market went down. We go for prices up and down, so there's some of these trades. Another thing, British pound against Australian dollar. Okay, that's from last week. We didn't trade any of this market. British pound against US dollar. Okay, we had some small trades in here, as you can see. Okay, I'm just not going to mention, I'm just going to show you basically, because a lot of members, they just, you can pause this video and look at it, but I'll just give you the summary of the week's events in most of the markets that gave us profit. So you can see over here, this trade right here. Okay, this is the one that hurt us this week. Every trade that it's a big loss, like I usually take a loss of $5,700 per trade. Okay, so usually, sometimes even $200-300. I don't like losing any trades, but I certainly learned something from losing this trade. And that kind of put us in a little bit of negative this week because of this $649.42 which we lost. But we had many other small trades, and you can see over here, this was with Japanese yen. The market today actually became very volatile. So, and like I say, sometimes you got to watch the markets very close. But like I say, we were taking up and down whatever we could. automated trades, I set it and forget it type of thing. I still look at it. So, that's what happened with Japanese yen. You cannot win every trade, but this trade really hurt. It kind of, stuck in me, but you got to use discipline in trading, and hey, that's the way it is. Okay, but like I say, hope that these things do not happen very often, not with such a big risk. Okay, okay, another one, British pound against Japanese yen. British pound against Canadian dollar. A lot of markets are going down. The Forex this week was a downtrend, and we took a little bit of profits, $5.40. Well, I entered the trade, but all of a sudden I didn't like the trade because I've seen the markets going down, so I got out of it. When you take a profit, you'll never lose, no matter if it's a 60 cents profit, but profit is a profit. But when I seen this in here, and I go, no, the market, I went for market up, and I've seen a reversal coming in, and and we followed the reversal and did some profitable trading in here. So that was the Canadian dollar. Now, currently, this is another major one, second one this week. Okay, this is open trades, but Swiss franc. Okay, I didn't trade this. I think I traded about 3 weeks ago, but I've seen an opportunity in here because see the downtrend, and this is a pointing downtrend. Well, the trend has reversed and went up, and you can see right now this is open trade. We're going to leave it over the weekend because I'm not going to lose that $507.22 because the market broke up here, even though there are signals for the trend to go down. But today it was very volatile market, so it broke above. Okay, there was my signal for going down. It went right opposite. Okay, so it went up, but you can see it stopped over here. And I believe that Monday morning, this market, okay, this market will be trending totally different. Okay, I believe this market on Monday will give me the profit that I want. Okay, because I believe the market will go. Let's just my prediction, and I will use that prediction, but it will go up and down. And it will go like this, and I will believe it will get somewhere over here. Okay, so it's good. That's the way I predicted it's going to go against Swiss franc. So, and this is our line where we entered. So we're going to get in profitable trade because I'm not going to lose. We had. There was a couple weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, we had a trade that was losing about $1,100, and I didn't exit it out. I says, no, the market is going to come down. The only thing right now in here, we have $50,000 tied up in this trade. So, so this is what's happening. But, other than that, it's okay. It's, some weeks are just tough, and that's all we can do. So let me summarize the whole thing. Okay, these are, once again, these are all the trades that you see over here that we've done. Okay, the very first trade last Monday was a negative, and that's another lesson. I learned something. I did something wrong because, when I'm working, programming, and all kinds of stuff, and working with that, not concentrating, when I went back, and all of a sudden, boom, my stop loss, I was stopped out. That stop loss should have been a little bit higher, and we would have gotten the profit. But, that's something that concentration is very. But I can see this one was the major one. Okay, we got stopped out with $649.42. Like, we had lots of small trades, good ones, but this one really hurt us, okay? So, what has happened, okay? The private trade share week ending from February 11th till today, which is Friday, February 15th, we had 14 wins, 2 losses. We have 1 open trade. This week's profit, Well, it's not a profit. It's a loss of minus $92.61 or 0.0093%. Now, you're probably wondering, we have members who are earning $50 to $100 a week that are getting paid. We have members who are earning above $100 to $200 per week. And we have members who are earning well over $200 each and every week. And they've been doing that for the last month or so. These members, invested a larger amount of money, anywhere from they purchased 50 trade shares, or some of them even purchased 100 trade shares. But, that's where these earnings come from. They're probably saying, we earn the losses, we're not going to get paid today. Well, let me go one step further. This is something I do not show on Daily Net Pay site. I did not ever mention that in the past, but this is going to shock you. This is why I tell you, you are guaranteed to earn income with Daily Net Pay no matter what. Well, if we go here, week ending February 15th, PTS earning payouts will be 1% from our PTS reserve fund. Okay, so 1% is better to get paid, especially those who are not compounding, who are actually withdrawing their weekly earnings. 1% of their total is still income, because I understand you want to get paid. You have my bills to pay and whatever. So even when we're in the loss, you are still getting paid from our private trade share reserve fund. The PTS reserve fund is set aside amount of cash taken from our higher week's earnings profits. Okay, and I just got to postpone this bloody thing in here. Okay, so it is the 80-20 trading formula. And some of you might say, wow, this is news. So how it works, okay? Well, the PTS Reserve Fund, the 80-20 trading formula, I only trade 80% of the cash that members purchase in Daily Net Pay private trade shares. The other 20% is set aside as the reserve fund in case trade losses occur, just like this week. I think last year, we have days that we lose a trade, but not entire week. I think last year for my trading, I had 3 weeks like that out of the entire year. So that's not bad, but these things do occur. Okay, and any professional trader will tell you same thing. So here we go. Last week we had 3.19%. We had well over $1,000 in profits. Okay, and based on our trading account, 35,400, 3.19% was. So, but once again, there's some of that money that goes in. 20% of that goes into our reserve fund, and this is where that 1%. You still, those members who are getting paid on weekly basis, they don't have their compound set, they want to withdraw them, they're still going to get paid. All right, so that's how it works. That's how a Daily Net Pay is. And this is, you are guaranteed to earn income in Daily Net Pay with private trade shares. You don't take the risk. I take all the risk. I share my profits. Now, you even found out that we have this special private trade share reserve fund. All right, so have a great weekend. Have a blessed weekend. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.